Happy New Year's out there, YouTubers. This is Charisma once again. Screen name is Life After 30. I decided to record this video on the 2nd day of January to symbolize that I'm not taking a New Year's resolution, because to me, every time I make a New Year's resolution, I fail at it. I never go through with it. It's just something that I do, and I never go through with it. So, with that said, I decided to do a New Year's goal. And let me just explain to you the reason why I decided to do a New Year's goal. I looked up the word resolution. It says the act of resolving or determining to make a firm resolution to do something. I then turned around and looked up the word goal, the result or achievement toward which an effort is directed, aimed at an end, the score made by this act, and the terminal point of a race. I then in turn looked up the word terminal. I don't mean to take you guys to school on this here, but just, give you an explanation of the reason why I chose the word goal instead of resolution. Terminal. It says situated at or forming the end or extremity of something. To me, this is a goal because I feel as though I am in a race. I am in a race, and it's like I have to be pointed towards that end. This is the end for me. I'm done. I'm tired of living the way I'm living, living overweight, being unhealthy. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big black woman, and I love who I am. I love me as a person. If I don't love me, no one else will. But with me loving myself, I have to be healthy in order to be here long enough to enjoy life. So this is a race for me, and it's a race, a game. There's only 1 point left, last seconds of the game, and I got the ball in my hand, so I'm going for that winning goal. My winning goal is to lose the weight that I have to lose in order to be healthy and to live a long life like I know I can live. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking anyone who decided to do a New Year's resolution, but this is for me. I have to do this, and I'm pretty good at keeping my goals. I had a goal to graduate, I graduated. I had a goal to go to college, I went to college. So I got a goal to lose this weight, and I'm going to do it. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Nothing I have ever done has been this hard. I wake up in the morning time. I got my mindset right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna eat the junk food. I'm not gonna drink the sodas. Everybody got a habit. You got drug addicts that smoke crack, weed, wet, cocaine, whatever. You got alcoholics. Me, on the other hand, I am a soda-holic. I love soda. And it's the hardest thing I ever done in my life is to live right and get healthy, and I know I can do it. So therefore, this is a goal for me. I have other many goals, to buy a house, get up out of the renting race, because I'm losing. I want to live in the light of God. I don't go to church that much, and I just want to know Him in a better way. So, that's one of my goals that I want to do. I want to give some shouts out to the people who have subscribed to me. Sheila 2937, you're my girl. You know what I'm saying? I love the comments that you have for me. I love your videos. I love the shout out, putting my name out there so other people can come see me, tune in and everything. I really appreciate it there. C. Smith, you was the first person that I subscribed to, because I feel as though you're one of the realest persons out there. You keep it real. You tell it how it is. Hey, I like eating meat. I'm not finna go all raw. So I love that there, A couple of more people, I don't know if I'm saying this name right. Sneak Cole Ray, Infatuous, And Melissa has a lot to love. You know, I love you guys for subscribing to me, you know, leaving your comments, the motivation, telling me good luck, go girl. You know, I can't get that at home, so therefore, you know, I look to YouTube. I look to you guys and other people to motivate me to do this here. You know, I have it in my head once before, oh, I can do this by myself. You know, I don't need nobody. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? You always need somebody. Somebody there with that extra push telling you, hey, you can do it, girl. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. And I really appreciate you guys for that there. I have a little dilemma with me being the size that I am. I found out how much I weigh by going to the doctor. You know, every time I go to the doctor, they charge $40. I'm not going to go to the doctor every week to get weighed. So, I'm too heavy to be weighed on in, you know, normal average scale. So, since I'm too heavy to be weighed on a normal average scale, what I decided to do, instead of doing my 20-pound increments, what I'm going to do is once a week, I want to measure myself, so to see how many inches I done lost. So, in other words, what I'm going to do is this coming weekend, which is Friday now, tomorrow I'm going to buy me a measuring tape, and I'm going to start by measuring myself. You know, neck, arm, chest, waist, thighs, calves, everything. And I'm just going to keep a record like that until I feel as though I'm small enough to, you know, be weighed on a regular scale. And I think a regular scale probably goes up to like 320, 330, somewhere around there. So I got a pretty good piece to go from 378 to, you know, get down to where I can be weighed on a regular scale. It's either 350 or something like that there. So once I get to that point, then I start, you know, putting weigh-ins on. But until then, I'm going to do measurements and stuff. So, you know, like I said, once again, this is a goal for me. I must do it. I got to do it. You know, it's the end of the race. You know, one leg left. And that's me. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. And, you know, I got to do it. So, like I said, I appreciate the comments. Keep them coming, you know, and good luck to all you guys on your weight loss journeys. And I will be posting another video in the next couple of days, probably Sunday, when I get to measure myself. So, until then, peace.